Hi, welcome back to Behind the Pixels, Sonic Epic's Quest for Friendship. I'm Moose.
And I'm Brandon.
I'm Weston.
Have a special guest this time. Weston's come to play with us. We are checking out Sonic the Hedgehog on the Master System. This game came out after the original Sonic the Hedgehog for the Mega Drive.
By a company called Ancient, I believe.
Ancient made this version of the game, which is not a port of the game. It is a...
Well, it's as close to a port as they could get.
Yeah, for the old hardware. So we're going to take a look at Sonic as he was imagined in the first game, but for different hardware. So, Brandon, if you want to go ahead and start us off.
The first noticeable difference between this one and the other one is that this one has a map.
Yeah, there's no visual progression in the original game itself.
Yeah, this one actually, it really ties the story into the game. The story being you're on South Island, and no one's here, just robots, and you are trying to figure out what is going on. So you start out here and work your way through that map. And there's no more zones either, so this isn't Zone 1 Green Hills, it's just Green Hills.
It said like stage 1 though.
There's stages, but
there are acts in the other one.
Yeah, before it was Zone 1 Act 1, now it's just Stage 1.
I know what's beyond that hill over there, and it's nothing.
You didn't even launch
nothing
off
good.
of it that time.
Yeah, you have to be spinning.
You'd be
So
ball
if
form.
you're just rolling down it, you're not gonna do anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
a little too far.
yeah. I don't know how to get the rest of those. to be
Oh, God, no?
honest.
Another noticeable difference is that this one is much faster feeling than the
Yeah,
the first
he
one.
can actually run uphill and
Yeah.
move. He may not be the fastest thing alive, but he's certainly pretty close to it in this game.
So this is on South Island?
South Island, yeah. And Sonic...
Is there a North Island?
Is there like a canon of where the islands are in the original?
I'm sure there is somewhere, comic books or something.
At this stage, I don't think that's actually been developed because the comics are all after this.
Well, it's just funny because what else is it? I watched like Dragon Ball today, and they were talking about, oh yeah, the androids are going to be on like North Island or whatever. Is that just a thing? They just are,
Well,
especially in that
everyone has a
era
North
when they were
Island,
creating
right?
it.
Everyone's got a North. It's just
What's our North Island?
every country, every
Hawaii.
planet.
It's also our South Island.
Yeah.
Islands.
Aren't the Aleutians our North Island, or
Yeah.
maybe Manhattan?
Sure, Manhattan, there you go. Here's the second noticeable difference is that the bonus stages are not rotating clusterfucks anymore.
You mean technological marvels with the hardware they had at the time?
Are you talking about the 3D ones that they used to have?
No, the Sonic one had the rotating puzzle stage that you had to go
The
through.
whole level rotates around, and there's still physics where you're falling downwards, and you have to like navigate it without hitting the endpoints to actually get the get out from underneath it.
Yeah,
To actually
yeah,
get
I get
the
that.
Chaos Emerald. It's
Fun.
Whereas in
they
this
are
one,
fun until you actually hit the end instead of actually hitting the Chaos Emerald, and then they're frustrating.
yes, they're not easy things to do. Whereas this one, you just bounce around and collect rings and to get continues, and that's it. There's not really anything to this one.
The notion of continues being separate from lives is interesting to me. I can't remember anything in recent time that's been like that, where they had continues and lives.
You get them in platformer games still.
Yeah,
Like
'cause I
Mario
don't play
still
very
has
many.
it.
I don't remember the last Mario game I played. Probably Sunshine.
Yeah. Mario Sunshine didn't have it, I don't think. But yeah, it's not a lot of people play platformers anymore, I don't think.
Well, there's just not a lot of
It's sort of a
really fun platformers.
I guess I don't know about that. that's not so
Name one.
Yeah, I was like, you gotta give examples if you're gonna make the claims. It's so easy to make negative claims.
Yeah,
I don't have to have proof for anything.
that's true. You can just say
I
anything.
can just say whatever I want is bad. Yeah, there might be.
I mean the new Marios were pretty good. There's the first Chaos Emerald.
I actually got that one. Did you go up the water? I didn't see that.
You have to go up
You
around
got
to
down to
this.
it. Okay, I thought you actually
Yeah.
like salmoned up the water or something.
He's a hedgehog, not a salmon. Remember, hedgehogs can't swim.
They can swim.
Maybe in your weird world.
Yes, my word was just the real world. They can swim. I mean, some hedgehogs can swim. Really not all that great, but they can do it.
Yeah, you can tell that it's really pushing the hardware though, because you get a lot of slowdown every now and then when there's too many projectiles or rings or baddies on the screen.
Right. Or you're moving so fast and drawing other things and stutters a bit.
Yeah, and there's no rings that fall out of Sonic when you get hit either. So if you get hit, you don't get to recover.
Nope. You even see an animation for one, and you can run over that one as much as you want to. You don't even get a fraction of them back. That's just rubbing it in your face, like, hey, you lost this thing, and you can see it, but you can't have it. So this is actually kind of punishing, although it feels like it's easier to play in general. Like, I can avoid most of the baddies. And if I've been through a level once, then I'm really not going to fall for that spike pit beam. I know that I just can't go that far without getting hurt. So.
Yeah, despite Sonic feeling much faster in this game, the gameplay seems much easier. It's much more forgiving.
Yeah, I don't think it really takes advantage, or at least tries to play off of what they did with the original first game, and have the multi-tiered levels, I guess. We have all the verticality of each of them. You can go in like multiple paths. Anything that you can go up and down on, it's pretty much intentional for you to go to it either to get the Chaos Emerald or just because that's part of the level design.
Well, no, there's. Well,
I haven't seen it myself.
I mean, that path that I took to get the Chaos Emerald had 2 or 3 different paths you could get, and they had little secrets in them.
There was a little bit in that one spot, but the original game, most of that level has 2 or 3 tiers to it. You can run across. You can go across the top, middle, or bottom.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right, and this is only in a couple of spots versus most of the level, which I can understand why, but I kind of miss that from the original game.
So you can see that we're progressing through this map. We've gone through the green hills, and now
Right,
we're
you see a path on the map for the first 2, and then we get to our boss fight. Which did you carry over a shield?
Yeah, I was noticing that.
Yes.
That's interesting.
So you carried over the shield, but you don't carry over rings?
I think you do carry over your rings, because there's no rings on this level.
I didn't carry over rings when I was
just died,
hit.
though.
Yeah, I got hit once and I was done.
Then maybe you don't. Maybe you just don't have
But you can
rings.
carry over the shield. That's interesting, because now I know I should
Spend that
get
effort.
the shield.
Yeah.
Save the effort to keep it to the end, because it's not going to go away.
Yeah, the boss fights are slightly changed too. Yeah, I could have hit him.
Could have hit him several times.
Yeah.
Right side, right side. Get him, get him, get him. Get away. Nice.
Nice.
And here's the first thing, like music-wise, the music changes here, but this music sounds a lot more like a casino level sort of vibe than a boss battle.
It's a lot. It's pretty obvious about the limitations that they had to work through.
Wow, you actually hurt him.
Yeah, you passed right through because he was spinning. Yeah, that collision was just like, oh, you can't get hurt from this. You're gonna deal damage instead.
That feels a lot different from, well, like Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is the one I played the most, but the collision model and what hurts you versus what hurts them definitely seems a lot different.
Oh yeah, no, I mean you shouldn't have been able to pass through.
If you're spinning, you're fine. That's how Sonic works. If you're spinning, you're invincible.
At least in this one.
In this one, yeah.
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Unforgivable.
Unforgivable. Here we go. The bridge into the next zone, as Sonic 1.
That's funny because it like shows a bridge across even though there's nothing on the map there.
Right. Is there are there bridges between the different zones, or is it just a new level called bridge?
It's a bridge.
Yeah, this one's a bridge. I just wasn't sure if there was another bridge after you get past the next level or not.
I mean, how much more of a bridge do you want?
I don't want more of a bridge. I kind of hope that there wasn't one.
Yeah.
'Cause it feels like a level unto itself because it does have the three stages or whatever.
I don't think that there's a bridge between each level.
Okay.
It's just that there just happens to be a bridge from Green Hill Zone to whatever is after Green Hill Zone.
So noticeably absent from this game is the Caterpillar from
I
the first one.
think that there's a caterpillar later on.
There may be later on. I haven't seen it yet. I mean, it was early on that we get introduced to the Caterpillar in the first game. West, that's the
Little
it's a
tall
cat.
guy.
Yeah, it's a caterpillar that's kind of hard to hit because he's got spikes on
Oh,
it too.
oh! Ah.
Ah, first death.
And ouch, that hurt.
It's always really funny because I guess I always thought of the little springs as something to help you out, but these are like complete murderous. Hey, look, he just ran for it. And got
Yeah, yeah. There's definitely a lot that in the first game would slow you
it. So
down.
close.
This one seems like they're there, and it's less than just slowing down, more than trying to pitch you off of the stage.
Yeah.
That and the fans that we had to deal with in the what zone was that? Scrap? No, it's not
It wasn't
Scrap.
Scrap Brain. It was
Starlight. Yeah. The fans in the Starlight zone were just murderous too.
Well, I think they were just annoying.
Did not jump far enough.
Yeah, you should push all the way to the right, maybe. Just keep holding
Instead of
it
just
down.
being like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with not going very far.
I was doing much better in my run earlier.
I think you can actually just sprint through those when you get them all.
No, you go below them. That's what I did the first time. That buzz bomber thing really hits the frame rate. Oh, the music. The music's, you can really tell from the music that they're really pushing the limitations there, because their music's much simpler than it was in the other one. They've only got a few notes, they've only got... so much that they can do musically.
So some of the tracks, and probably just on the levels which are copied over, you'll see the attempts at actually. Ooh, almost got that Chaos Emerald, except for you didn't get it.
Well, what's fun is the way that they staged this checkpoint is as long as he successfully gets to that 1-up, he can continue trying the Chaos Emerald infinitely.
Yeah. Yeah, it's much friendlier than the first one was. Oh boy.
Yeah,
Frame rate right
it does seem easy-ish while being challenging enough and kind of satisfying when you get it right. It's kind of a good balance of it
Yeah.
without having to, do the old Dark Souls, Castlevania 1 type 500,000 attempts thing. Oh, you can't. They keep record that it's gone. That's interesting to me what they keep record of this on. From level to level or life to life. Nice.
Yeah, and they get to go to the bonus stage.
Bonus stage and you get extra life. No, you get
No.
You get alerted.
noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A thing.
2 Chaos Emeralds. I really like the bonus stages on this one. They're pretty fun.
They're fun.
It's just mindless bouncing.
Yeah. That's why it's funny that the
So
pinball
Spinball?
did Sonic Pinball Spinball come out yet?
The Spinball came out after this, between this and number 2. Between this and number 3.
I wonder if they got the idea for it just because, you know what was the most fun? That level.
That's why, yeah, that was where they got the idea for Spinball, was a lot of people liked the elements in 2 from the casino level, and
And
what
the
was
Springyard
the
Zone.
Springyard Zone, yeah.
from the first game.
Bouncing is fun.
Oh, man.
So does this, if
Takes
you get
much
all the
time.
emeralds, are you going to get to be Supersonic in this one?
No. The emeralds in this one don't do anything.
They get you the good ending.
Points.
They get you the good ending.
Oh, good ending.
you actually beat the game. If you don't get all the emeralds, then Dr. Robotnik can still get the emeralds.
They're like, no, you're a loser.
Pretty much.
All you did was rescue
That
your
was
friends. You didn't also prevent.
the most, demoralizing part of beating the first game and not getting all the Chaos Emeralds is once it's done, you got the game over screen, and then it cuts to Robotnik throwing around the Chaos Emeralds like, hey, you didn't do it.
Oh, I think I remember that.
You didn't actually do it.
You didn't actually beat the game. Get wrecked.
Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of like the dog on Duck Hunt laughing at you.
Yeah.
Just keep firing that zapper at it because he's just making you angry.
How sad.
Yeah.
But and in this one Sonic doesn't keep the Chaos Emeralds in this one either. He gives them back to the island.
Yeah, he spreads them out again so they can just be picked up again.
Yeah.
Well, it restores the plants and stuff on the island. I am trapped. I can't move fast enough to go up that bridge.
Yeah, you shouldn't
Oh.
have jumped that far.
Oh.
Wow.
That's funny because that reminds me. How many Chaos Emeralds are there again? Are there 7?
6. There's 6 on this island,
Six.
and then 7 on all of the others.
So there's basic math more.
Every island has a different set of Chaos Emeralds, apparently.
13's an unlucky number.
But yes, there's 6 on this island. There's 7 on, I think it was West Island, which is Sonic 2. There is
What a
one
gamble.
Side. Yeah.
giant one. I was trying to get up there.
You can get up there.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to get up there for the spring. Angel Island has one giant one.
Yes.
And that's what the Knuckles the Echidna watches. Okay.
Plus it has the other small ones,
Where you
right?
killed them and got
There
them.
are.
No. You carry over the small ones from West Island because
You
don't give
bring,
them back.
You bring over the other ones.
Because you're a jerk.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Because I knew they had the other ones there, but Robotnik is or something.
Is
Story,
there,
plot, spoiler, blah blah blah, giant. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I won't say any more about that until we play the game.
It's very optimistic though. They go into that game assuming you beat Sonic 2 with the emeralds. It's like maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't get the emeralds.
I was gonna say it's a lot. I keep seeing more parallels to Dragon Ball. Collect all the things. Southwest East Island.
Yeah. And later, Super Sonic.
Supersonic, yeah. Who turns yellow?
Who
That's
turns
gotta-
yellow? It's
is-
straight Super Saiyan.
So is that? Well, of course. What's it called? Is that called the Long Journey or something like that? What's the name of the story that Son Goku's from? Journey
The
West.
one with the
Journey West.
monkey. Yeah.
Journey West, yeah. I wonder if that just really entered into all of these, because ours.
I don't think Super Saiyan is from Journey West.
Well, I haven't seen it yet, and that's what I was wondering is if it's one of those things, because we have like Odysseus, right?
Right.
And man, you see so many games that have from the West that have Odyssean themes or Shakespearean themes. It seems like you see a lot of Japanese games come out of there that have Journey West ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder, I never thought about it in Sonic, but there are a lot of parallels there.
Are there? With Journey West?
No, with Dragon Ball.
Oh.
So I was trying to find a common denominator.
Oh.
Trying to see if there is a common mythology or something that they would clearly understand.
I mean,
and
it's
us
from Japan. I'm sure that someone on the dev team
Could you
watched
flip that
anime.
flipper?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know that Dragon Ball Z definitely came after Sonic, I'm pretty sure. But did it come after Super Sonic?
Well, Super Sonic wasn't until Sonic 2, which was 93, so I'm not sure. I can't get there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dragon Ball Z was mid-90s. Wow, that was a ton of coins.
There's a bunch of them up there.
And they got the life, but probably not the continue. How many continue? I've got 3 continues though.
3 continues, which are 3 lives each.
Yep.
You just have to die to get them.
Now we're still on the bridge.
It's a long bridge.
It's a
What's funny
really
because
long
it's
bridge.
really just multiple bridges.
This is
it's
the-
not one bridge. This is like Angel Falls or something.
Alright,
This
Oh yeah, this is the fun one. He's gonna shoot you immediately. Okay.
No, he's not gonna shoot you if you just drown yourself first.
I should have made it onto that ledge. I don't know. I think the game The game messed up.
Lag. It was lag.
I don't know if you want to stand there. Oh, I guess that works. Wow.
I should have gone the other way.
Should you have?
Yeah.
Behind him? I think so. Unless he turns to shoot you.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
That'd be funny. He's just like, no.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, he does. He shoots towards you.
Awesome.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that is.
I'm just timing now. That's cool. You just make him target that direction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most of the boss fights are pretty simple.
Close one.
Well, being one hit kill all the time kind of necessitates that also.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be too.
Unless you have a
this
shield.
This isn't a bullet game or anything.
Yeah.
You need to be
Oh.
super going. Oh no!
I didn't wait long enough. You gotta watch his face.
You can do it, Brandon. Don't burn your continue here. Don't jump too fast, too far. So he's not gonna wait for the time after you hit him. As soon as he shows up, there's that timer that starts.
Oh, God,
so
I'm
you
on
can
my
time
last
it based
life.
off of when he shows up, not.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
a continue though, right?
Yeah.
So don't burn the
I
continue.
don't know if you get the
Lives back.
chaos emeralds now.
Oh, if you died? That'd be cruddy. Because you
Yeah,
can't
because
go
you
back.
go back and get them, or it's not like the bonus levels where you can try again at an emerald.
Ah!
Oh. I guess we'll find out. I can't really. Yes, continue. Can't really see his face from that tiny screen though. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know when he's about to shoot.
Oh, does his face telegraph it? I was thinking you just
He
time
changes
it.
his expression.
Oh, yeah, I see. His
Yeah, he does the thing.
mustache goes up.
Well, that's because I hit him.
Oh.
But I think it's his eyes. Like he looks in the direction that he's gonna shoot. At least that's what it looked like.
Brutal.
Yeah, it's not easy to just dodge that either. So if you mess that up,
It's not easy being green. Or blue.
all right, we're gonna give this another go.
That was kind of rough. Wow. So initial impressions of the game. Oh, we should have probably changed that instantly.
Oh, open the files.
I will. So initial impressions of the game. How is the game feeling right now compared to the first?
This game
Sonic
is
itself.
much faster than the first Sonic, so that's already a huge improvement.
Having nothing compared to, I'd still say it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It feels pretty fun.
All right.
Gameplay-wise, it feels pretty good, and it's got some good story interaction as well with the map and all of that.
I think I'm gonna withhold judgment on discussing the gameplay itself. I will say at first that this feels a lot better moving around. Sonic kind of is a lot more responsive when you're doing things that involve like physics while you're walking on the ground. So I think that's something to note. It should be something we want to take a look at once we actually play through the other levels to see if there's anything else there, anything different in the future levels, especially like with the labyrinth level in the water and how that handles. He does move slower in the water in the second stage of the greenhouse zone, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So,
He
green-
moves.
the
He
green
moves
house.
significantly slower in the water.
Okay. Music-wise, it's important to note that the composer for this, who took a lot of the original music and made his own arrangements for it, is the same composer for Y, the long-running series. And so,
I always pronounced Y as Yeez.
Yeez.
Yeah, most people do.
Well, I say
Do you?
Y's.
Yeah.
So, I say Y's.
Because it's off of Yggdrasil, right?
Right.
What are you trying to say?
The tree.
Yggdrasil?
Yeah, sure,
Yggdrasil.
whatever.
Yggdrasil?
Yggdrasil.
Look, isn't that from my people? Isn't that Nordic mythology?
Yeah.
My people.
That's right, that's my people. I eat fish and say things weird.
Is that all you have going for you?
Yes, pretty much. Also, pillaging and raping, which isn't exactly different from, other conquering cultures.
Alright, what else do we have on the docket?
Graphics, controls, and story.
Controls, great. Graphics,
How responsive is he compared to
Better.
the other game? He's actually moving a lot better.
he's a lot faster. I mean, he's just as responsive. He's just faster.
So, faster, would you rather put that in gameplay rather than control?
It's a game.
Gameplay and controls have a lot to do with each other.
They have a lot to
on
do with each other, but
platform.
when I'm talking about controls, it's
It's
just
a
like
gameplay mechanic to say that
Right.
Sonic has a startup time.
Well,
and it's
I'd-
not a control mechanic.
Yeah, I'd say there's still a little detriment of the controls just on the basis. Of course, it's the older, but it's still jump. 2 buttons do the same thing, and that's pretty much all there is to it. It's moving, jumping.
Well,
and down.
how well does it respond to while you're playing it though? Is that
Yeah, it's
I think
perfect.
that it ran just fine. I was able to play through it. If anything, I think the game was a little simple. But that's not a control issue.
Yeah.
I think that's just the design issue.
The
itself.
bosses were pretty simple too. Even if it was tricky to get them, the idea of it is very, very simple. Kind of an immediate recognition thing.
Story-wise, I think the one thing that stands out a little bit here is that the game itself has a map. Like the other platformers, you're just doing a thing because you're doing a thing.
Yeah.
This one at least has a map to show the progression through it, which isn't much, but it's enough to take it from a mediocrity and to be like, oh, they're at least exploring that you're doing a thing in the game itself. It's nothing
Yeah. They
bigger.
don't,
It's nothing bigger than you are the hero on the hero journey, getting going against progressively harder things until you're strong enough to beat the big bad, which is most games. There's not too much on top of it. West Island, which is kind of giving us the idea it might be Journey to the West, so there might be something in the background there that we're not actually picking up on nearly as much because we're not as familiar with the story as other people might be. But I think overall, I think it tries to do that job with what little it can in the game itself. What do you think, Brandon?
Yeah.
Or Wes? Either you guys.
my opinion is secondary. The
I'm not used to you being here, so
You're an invader.
Yeah, they don't introduce at all who Robotnik is, or why you're doing anything, or when you press a thing, all of the animals come out, and you're like, what the hell are these animals? So it's
Yeah.
still kind of whatever to me in terms of story.
These-
But in these games, it's
Well,
very
they-
secondary. Anyways.
Yeah, they built the story.
Tertiary.
They built the story sort of after the fact with the cartoons and the robotics introduced in the book, though. I mean, you get a little backstory with the book.
Yeah, but if you're doing reviews based like how, like the CinemaSins guys, the books don't matter.
Yeah.
And what do you think of the graphics and the levels itself, the depth in the game, and the sprites?
They're good. Vibrant, bright. Obviously less detailed than Sonic 2, but it's
I like
a
what
Master
they
System
I like what
game.
they try to do with what they have, like to simulate the mountains. They have just the streaks in there, and they just let it fade into whatever is else back there.
Yeah.
The clouds
It's an
over
interesting
that.
choice.
The flowing water, as best as they can.
Yeah,
with
they-
the system, I
they
think
sort
that
of-
they've done something interesting.
They sort of replaced the level of detail of Sonic 1 for the Genesis. They replaced that with just more atmosphere. You've got lots of flowing water in this one. Lots more than were in Sonic 1, Genesis 1. And the backgrounds there, the more interesting backgrounds. Well, not as active backgrounds, but aesthetically pleasing backgrounds. Yeah, it's good.
All right.
All right.
Well, that's all we have time for right now. When we revisit this, we're going to try our best to get past Robotnik at the end of the bridge and move on to the next level. Do you know what the next level is?
Yeah.
We're going to find out
think it's-
together. So, I think it's a revisit to one of the other zones from the first game.
I think it's the labyrinth. No.
Well, we'll find out when we get there.
Yeah.
So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.